Yes, sir. It is time to make an NCAA bracket, man. It is time to make a bracket, and I am just getting this all cropped out for TikTok. We are going to make an official bracket. We just saw everything be released. We are going to go through every single game and pick the winners, man. So let me know what you don't like in my bracket, what you do like, how your bracket is, your national champion, your Final Four. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, because we going to be doing this shit all year, and I'm going to see how my bracket does versus your bracket. If you guys want to make a bracket group or whatever, let me know, and we can do it, and I can create maybe a new bracket or put this bracket in there. Let's see. Let's get into it, though. First game, man. We are going to go to Fraudburn versus Alabama State and St. Francis, PA. We're gonna advance Fraudburn just because they're not good. Fraudburn's not good. Nope. So we're not gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Fraudburn is not good though. But they're gonna be playing another bad team, so whatever, whatnot. We'll just put them through. The next game, we got Louisville and Creighton. This game is going to be very, 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 very good. And this game is going to be tight. But I'm going to pick Louisville. I'm gonna go Louisville. Creighton sold me some money, so fuck them niggas. We're gonna go with Louisville. Next, we got Michigan and UC San Diego. Michigan is they haven't been playing well, but they did just win the Big Ten tournament. So gotta give them some credit right there. UC San Diego is gonna come to play hard, but I think Michigan does beat UC San Diego. Here's where we get something interesting. We got Yale and Texas A&M. Yale and Texas A&M. I mean, Yale is a very, very good team, but Texas A&M is so different. They're so different, so I got to move them on. I wish Yale was not playing Texas A&M because they would beat them. They like, whoever Yale would have played was another 4 seed. Fucking Arizona. Yeah, they would have beat them, but they did. They didn't get matched up, so sorry to them. I'm sorry to them. Ole Miss and San Diego University and UNC. I'm going to say UNC wins their playing game, and they come on fire, and they just beat Ole Miss. That's what I got. I got North Carolina advancing. Where do I pick the playing games? Can I pick the playing games? All right, well, we're just going to go like that. We're just going to imagine it's North Carolina. We're going North Carolina right there, fellas. So, now we got Iowa State versus Lipscomb. Lipscomb, don't know shit about them, but I do know Iowa State is pretty good. So I'm going to go with Iowa State beating Lipscomb. We got Marquette and New Mexico. Marquette is some frauds. Them niggas is some ass, but I do think they beat New Mexico. We got Michigan State, one of the best teams in the country. Michigan State Spartans advancing easily. That's easy. And we're gonna go up in the region. We are completing every region. We're gonna make a Final Four for every single region by region. And we're going to pick the winner of the region. So we're going to start by the top, go up, and we got Auburn versus Louisville. In this game, Auburn is going to show some dominance. Fraudburn, they're going to show some dominance. But Louisville, They played well versus Cooper Flag and the Duke Blue Devils, man. But I as much as I don't like them, I'm going to move them on. Because they are good, and Louisville is just not that good. They're just not the team to beat them, I don't think. I'm sorry. And then I'll have to shut up because they made the Sweet 16. And I made you guys a promise that if they did, I would shut up. So if they do get past Louisville, I'll shut up. I think they personally will. The next game, they won't, though. Next, we got Michigan and Texas A&M, and this is where the SEC kind of flexes their muscle because Michigan is ass. So Michigan loses by probably 10 to 15. We got North Carolina and Iowa State. North Carolina is really on a tear right now. You know, they feel good. They're trying to see Duke, you know, maybe in the games or the playoffs or the bracket or whatever, whatnot. But they're not about to because Iowa State's there. Marquette, Michigan State. We've seen this matchup many a times, I feel like. Man, this is like deja vu. Michigan State wins by 10 or more. We got the Sweet 16. We have these Sweet 16 games. Auburn, Texas A&M. Two teams that have played each other a lot this year. 2 or 3 times, I think. I don't know who got the best, but Fraudburn does not win this game. Fraudburn, this is their time. This is Fraudburn's time to get out of the tournament. Sweet 16 is all I'm giving Fraudburn. They're not making it past the Sweet 16. This is the game Fraudburn loses. Texas A&M wins that. Easy. They're going to win by more than 5 points. We have Michigan State and Iowa State in the Sweet 16. This is going to be a heavy dog-fighting game. This is going to be a scrappy game. But Michigan State is the better team. They are the better team. And we got in the Elite 8 to go to the Final Four for the South region. I have Michigan State Spartans. Tom Izzo in the crew, in the green, in the go white is just too much. It's March. It's just too much. And they're making it to the Final Four. They have punched their ticket to the Final Four in ChazBryant's bracket. And then on to the, the East region. On to the East region. We have got Duke versus America or whoever the fuck they're playing. They don't even need Cooper Flag in this game. They might as well rest him because they finna get a belt to whoever the fuck they play. Next, we got Mississippi State. And I said this was a sleeper team a little bit ago. Probably like a month ago. I've been reacting to them a lot, man. And I think this is a sleeper team, bro. This is a sleeper team that needs to be watched out for. And Baylor, them niggas have been just fraudulent all year. They remind me of Kansas and Fraudburn. Upset time. Liberty is the first team that really gets a big upset for me. A big upset is Liberty when they beat Oregon in a close game. This game is going to be close. Liberty going to stick it out and win. And then we got another one. Arizona and Akron. Watch out for this game. This game going to be a real good game. This going to be a really good game. Where I got Akron coming out on top versus Arizona. We got the 12 in the 13 seed in the round of 32. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. They are beating the 5 and the 4 seed in the East region. Yes. Yes. We're moving it down. We're moving it down to the bottom half of the East region where we got BYU versus VCU. That kind of rhyme, nigga. I got BYU in this game, man. VCU just can't hang around with BYU and they win by 5. It's going to be a close one all game. It's going to be a good game. So don't think BYU finna come around and fuck around and blow these niggas out. No. It's going to be a good game. But they going to have to fight this one out. Wisconsin and Montana. Montana, niggas, send your ass back to where you came from. Wisconsin's putting the belt to ass. They should have won the Big Ten tournament probably. But Michigan got lucky. St. Mary's and Vanderbilt. This is going to be a good game, man. St. Mary's, haven't really watched them all year, but I have watched a lot of Vanderbilt and them playing in the SEC. And them boys had to fight all year. And they're going to fight their asses and beat St. Mary's. This East region got some upsets. I got some upsets in here. Yes, I do. You think I got all big seeds? No. You think I got the high-ranked seeds? No. I got some upsets in my shit. Yes, I do. Yep. We going down to Alabama versus Robert Morris, man. Alabama should have had a piece of the SEC championship, in my opinion. Them boys are a very, very good team this year. Robert Morris, I saw him play once or twice this year. Pretty good team, but I don't think they can deal with Blitz, Bama Blitz. I just don't think so. And we're completing the East region. As I already said, we are going to complete the East region and make a Final Four team out of the East region and pick the winner of the East region. And then soon enough, we're going to have the Final Four. So stick around for it. Let's go to the top, though. We got Duke versus Mississippi State. Cooper Flagg comes back in this game and just asserts himself. Cooper Flagg is the best white boy in the country. And I don't think Mississippi State got a damn stop to it. Let's go, man. We got Liberty versus Akron in a big 12 and 13 seed matchup, man. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be one of the games that you need to turn your ass and turn your TV on. You might need to stop work. You might need to stop work for about 30 minutes to an hour and say, hey, boss, I got to watch this March Madness. It only comes on one time a year. This is going to be a good one. It's going to be a barn burner. I don't even know who to really pick, but I'm going to have to pick Liberty in this game. Oh, Liberty, oh, Liberty, oh, Liberty, oh, Liberty. We got BYU versus Wisconsin, man. This is going to be a good game, too. This East region is kind of toughy. The East region and the West region is kind of toughy. We got BYU versus Wisconsin, man. In this game, Wisconsin just needs to flex their muscle, but I don't know if they can beat BYU. I think BYU. I don't really know if that is a good pick. I think I'm going to go Wisconsin in that game. I'm really not decided, but I do know that Alabama's going to whoop Vanderbilt's ass, though. That's the fuck what I do know. I don't even need to rethink that. I don't even need to preview that shit. We got Duke versus Liberty, and goddamn it, once again, you got to, Who in the fuck is going to guard Cooper Flagg, the best white boy in the country? Nobody. Liberty better that. Bro, the only way that Liberty stays around in this game and they don't get fucking popped by 45 points is if they hit 25 threes. Goodbye. They had their Cinderella story, all that cute shit. Liberty gets punched out by Cooper Flagg Blue Devils. And we got a tough matchup, man. We got Wisconsin just squeaked by. They just squeaked by BYU. They just squeaked by BYU. Wisconsin plays Alabama. in the Elite Eight. This gonna be a good game. This gonna need some popcorn. This gonna need to be on a goddamn Saturday. This gonna need to be on a goddamn Saturday because I don't even know who to choose. This is gonna come down to the wire. This is gonna come down to the wire. Alabama gets it done. Alabama gets it done and moves on to the Elite Eight, where we got Duke versus Alabama. But, like I've always just said, there is no fucking answer for Cooper Flag in this game. The nigga might go for 45. He is on a national stage. He is on national TV. He is in the Elite Eight. He is in the big boy arenas. He's in the big boy stages. I wonder where this game is being played because this nigga is finna go off. He might have 45 points. Cooper Flag, best white boy in the country, proves himself. And we have two Final Four teams in. We have the East region, crown champions, Duke. In the South region, we have Michigan State. Let's move on to the West region. In the West region, we got Florida. Florida first. Man, Florida, how are they going to do, man? How is Florida going to do? They going to whoop their ass. Norfolk State. GG's. We got UConn in Oklahoma. This game is going to be one to watch for. This game is going to be one to watch for. UConn versus Oklahoma, baby. Woo-wee. Yeah, I'm going to have to need to skip work, my popcorn. This is on March 20th, man. These games are being played on Thursday, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got my birthday off on the Sweet 16. Oh, yeah. We got Oklahoma in this game. Psych, we got UConn. They're defending two-time national champions. You can't count them niggas out. We are not counting UConn out of this tournament, man. We are not. We have Memphis and Colorado State, who got in before Boise, which is crazy. We are going to go. I don't really think an upset is going to happen right here. I really don't think an upset is going to happen right here. Where I think the upset happens is actually, no, Memphis is a really good team. No, I'm not going to do that to them. I think Grand Canyon might beat Maryland. I think Grand Canyon might beat Maryland. I haven't watched them all year, but nigga, I watched Maryland all year. Yes, I have. I know about Maryland. And them niggas just might shoot themselves in the foot in this game. And Grand Canyon might win. In the West region is very shiesty. This is where shit gets very shiesty. We got Drake beating Missouri. Yeah, Drake is Drake is one of them teams that you do gotta watch out for. They're a really good team and they can shoot that motherfucker. And if you don't believe it, go watch their highlights because I've watched them all year. We got Texas Tech and UNC Wilmington. UNC Wilmington is going to give Texas Tech every fucking thing they got. Texas Tech better be ready for this. Texas Tech better be ready for this because this is going to be a very, 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 very close game. And I hope they know that. And I really hope they know that. This is going to be a close game, but I think they do squeak it out. They do squeak it out. John Calipari got in the motherfucking NCAA tournament, and so did Kansas. Like, these are two fraudulent-ass teams. Two fraud-ass niggas. Like, two fraudulent-ass teams. I'm not gonna lie. Two fraudulent-ass teams. Right here. I don't know what fraud I'm gonna pick. I'm just gonna pick Arkansas just because it's more of a fraud. But I don't know. Kansas is ass, and so is Arkansas. I don't know. St. John's in Omaha. Where is fucking Omaha even at? Nebraska? Yes. Yeah, y'all niggas need to go back. St. John's is aiming for a Final Four. They're aiming and trying for a Final Four. Let's go back up to the top. We got Florida versus UConn. And yes, we are claiming a West Region champion to move to the Final Four before we go to the next region and complete that region. Yes. We got Florida and UConn. UConn, the defending two-time national champions, man. Do they upset Florida in this game, man? I'm going to say, man, you're not going to really like and I'm not even going to really like what I say, kind of. I don't even know do I want to make this pick, bro? I'm questioning, do I make this pick, bro? Because I really think that UConn gives Florida a good-ass game. I got Florida moving on. In a great game. UConn really plays a good game this game. But they get beat. Sadly. Grand Canyon versus Memphis, man. Memphis and Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon has never been this far in the tournament. And they gonna keep moving on. This is the Cinderella. Grand Canyon Cinderella team moving on to the Sweet 16 after beating Memphis and Maryland. They are going to play Florida in the Sweet 16. We have Drake in Texas Tech. Texas Tech, man. They give it all they got. Drake gives it all they got. This is a barn burner. This is one for the ages, man. This is one that just might come down to the last second shot, where Drake is up by 1 or 2. In Texas Tech, well, after squeaking by UNC Wilmington, just doesn't have enough. They just don't have enough to beat Drake. And Drake moves on. Drake is a very good team. They're not an average 11 seed team. Arkansas in St. John's. Arkansas is not supposed to be here. This West region is crazy. I'm talking about this West region is crazy. We got Colorado State replacing Boise State, who should be there. We got Texas Tech losing to Drake. We got Memphis losing to Grand Canyon. We're at Grand Canyon in the Sweet 16. What the fuck? And we got Arkansas beating St. John's. This is the Elite Eight of the West region. Florida, Grand Canyon, Drake, and Arkansas. This is who we got, man. For the West region. It is a very shiesty region. This region, the West region, is a region that is like no other. This is the Elite Eight. Florida, Grand Canyon, Drake, and Arkansas. You see the upsets. Arkansas just squeaked by St. John's, and St. John's just was supposed to single-handedly whoop their ass. But we're going to the top, where we got Florida, who is going to be crowned West Region champions and move on to the Final Four. We got Grand Canyon versus Florida, and Florida just gives Grand Canyon the worst kind of belt ever. Their Cinderella story is over, and Grand Canyon gets whooped by 20 to Florida. The Florida Gators stomp on them. Here we got Drake in Arkansas, where John Calipari has to really put his coaching magic to a test, because this Drake team is not going down without a fight. This game is one to watch for. This is an Elite Eight game that we didn't even see. We didn't even ask for. This wasn't in our 2025 bingo card, but we have it. And we have Drake moving on to the Elite 8, winning by less than 5, in my opinion. We have Florida versus Drake in the Elite 8 game. Florida gets their best test yet. Florida gets their best test since UConn. UConn wasn't really a test. They just tested them the first half. But Drake tests them the entire game. Drake hits, in my opinion, this game goes down to the wire. Florida only wins this game by a buzzer beater, or maybe by 2 to 3 or 4 points. Florida doesn't just single-handedly bust Drake up, no. But they do squeak by to get in the Final Four. And in the last region, we have the Midwest region. And who will be the last team in my Final Four? Right now, we have Michigan State, Florida, and Duke in my Final Four. And we are headed to the Midwest region, where we have Houston versus SIUE. Don't know who the fuck they are. Their name was hard enough to say, so get the fuck out of there. You're not moving on, nigga. No. Gonzaga and Georgia. Gonzaga being an 8 seed is honestly wild. Nigga, we watched them a few times this year, and I wasn't impressed. I'm going Georgia. Georgia wins this. It's a good game, but Georgia wins it for sure. Clemson versus Magnesium State. The Mexican nigga that be bumping the music and getting loud and proud before the game, he gonna be on national TV, and they gonna move on and beat Clemson in a high-scoring game. This game is going to be down to the wire, barn-burning type shit. You know, they going to be there, they going to be there, they going to be there, and they going to be here, and they going to be there, and they going to be here, and they going to be there. And High Point in Purdue. Purdue is fraud. Purdue is fraud. The niggas couldn't even win with Zach Edey. Illinois versus Texas A&M. Illinois is one of them sleeper teams that you got to watch out for. Whoever wins Texas and Xavier, them niggas is going to be tired. And Illinois is going to shoot the fuck out the ball. Kentucky versus Troy. Kentucky versus Troy. Should this be an upset? I'm thinking I want it to be an upset, but I know Kentucky is really good. Psych! We going Troy. Troy wins that game in a barn burner. That's a must-watch see. You're going to have to tune in right at work, because Kentucky fans, whoever's in the blue-collar work that likes Kentucky still, you niggas is going to have to tell your boss, hey, man, I need to pause work for a second because Kentucky is down to Troy going into the second half. UCLA versus Utah State, man. UCLA, where are they playing? They're playing in the Midwest. They don't do well in the Midwest games. Utah State, I don't really know much about them. Haven't really watched a lot of them. So I'm going to have to go UCLA in this game. And honestly, Tennessee and Wofford, I'm not even going to talk too much about it because Wofford, who the fuck is that? Tennessee's one of those teams that, nigga, you gotta watch out for, nigga. That's one of my Final Four teams, probably, if they can get past Houston. I don't know, like Houston and Georgia. Yeah, Houston is one of those teams. It's gonna be a good game just because Anthony Edwards might be in the crowd. But besides that, nigga, Houston wins this game single-handedly, probably by 10 or more. McNeese State and High Point. Man, this game is gonna be one to watch for. The nigga with the Mexican nigga with the boombox. He gonna be lit. He gonna be bumping the music. He gonna be playing that Skilla, baby. He gonna be playing that Skrilla. He gonna play that Kodak, that Young Boy, that Drake, whatever he gonna be playing, and that gonna get him hype enough to beat High Point. Moving on, we have Illinois, which is a very, very good sleeper team. And they are going to play Troy, who barely squeaked by Kentucky. Illinois continues the hot shooting and they move on. Tennessee, UCLA, I mean, Chaz Lanier in the crew, in the boys, in Tennessee. Yeah, UCLA just has no match for this. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to talk too much about this matchup because that's an ass whooping waiting to happen. We have Houston and McNeese. The nigga with the boombox, yeah, he's definitely going crazy. They are in the Elite Eight versus Houston. This game is going to be really good. But Houston just flexes their muscles just at the end of the game, and it brings pain. And they might even camera literally switch to the Mexican dude who was boomboxing and shit. They might literally full zoom his ass. Illinois in Tennessee. Illinois has been shooting well all tournament, and people think that this is going to continue. But Tennessee's defense is just way too good for this. It's just way too good. They lock that shit up. And I'm really sad that Illinois was in this region. Because if they were in another region, I would have picked them to go a little bit farther. We got Houston versus Tennessee in the Elite Eight to go to the Final Four. And this shit I just don't know about. I just don't know who I want to pick. This is going to be a barn burner. This is going to be one for the ages. This is going to be a chess match. This is going to be a dog fight. This is going to be a punching match. This might come down to the last second shot. This might be a game where Chaz Lanier. That's my name. Chaz. This is where Chaz Lanier does his thing. He makes a tough shot at the end of the game that just seals the deal, and Tennessee moves on. This is the Final Four. Michigan State Spartans versus Florida Gators. Duke versus Tennessee. This is the Final Four. This is the Final Four. Michigan State plays Florida in San Antonio, Texas. Florida is a very good team, but so is Michigan State. Duke, Cooper Flag. They got the star power. Tennessee, Chaz Lanier. Florida, the big shooters. That motherfucker Klay Thompson who be shooting that bitch. This is a big, star-studded Final Four. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. It's huge. It's huge. This is massive. This is the Final Four. This is massive. This is massive. This is massive. Massive. In my first game, Michigan State versus Florida. Both games are going to be good, so I'm not going to act like one game is not going to be good. Nope, both games are going to be good. Both. But I got Tom Izzo. March rolls around, and Tom Izzo, he acts different. He acts different. When Tom Izzo rolls around, he acts different. No good reasoning why Michigan State wins this game besides Tom Izzo. Duke versus Mich. Did I just reveal who I wanted to win? Duke versus Tennessee. I mean, I've said it all tournament. And I'm sorry I just prevailed myself, man, or revealed myself, whatever the fuck you want to say, man. But Cooper Flagg is the best white boy in the country, man. He's the best white boy in the country. He's going to have to hit a shot in the big moments. What you will. The ball will be in Cooper Flagg's hand at the end of the game. And Cooper Flagg is going to have to be the Cooper Flagg that his mom and dad had sex literally about. Duke moves on. Duke versus Michigan State, man. This dates back to historical times, man. But Mike Krzyzewski is not there. Tom Izzo is still there. Duke and Michigan State, the building is packed in San Antonio, Texas, man. This is going to be a huge game for Michigan State. Huge game for Duke. National championship on the line. This is going to be a barn burner. This is going to be something to watch. I might cry. The reason why I might cry because I'm a Michigan State fan at heart, man. And I'm a deep Michigan State fan, man. And I'm real. I love Tom Izzo, man. And they going to have to play the best white boy in the country, man. They got to play the best white boy in the country, man. Cooper Flagg, man. So, Cooper Flagg, man, I know. Like I've been reacting to your videos all year, Cooper Flagg, man. I'm a Michigan State fan, man, and I got them and you at the national championship, man. And I know it's gonna be a really good game, but Cooper Flagg, bro, please don't go off for 45. Cooper Flagg gonna win the national championship versus Michigan State, man. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, man, and this is my national champion, Duke. Cooper Flagg, Blue Devils.